Chapter 5 Organizing. The last topic is Delegation and Decentralization. It is a comparative view. Delegation and Decentralization comparative view. Basis delegation, decentralization. In what basis it is differs? Nature wise, delegation is a compulsory act because no individual can perform all the tasks on his own. So definitely one individual cannot do all the activities of a business organization. So anyway, that individual who is working as a head one, like board of directors or top level managers, isn't it? So top level management are segregating the work and depends upon the quality and experiences that work should be delegated by superior to subordinates. Superior to subordinates. So that is what delegation. So one individual can't do all the organizational work. So works are divided and it is delegated to their subordinates. And decentralization. And decentralization means decentralization is an optional policy decision. Optional policy decision, but delegation is a compulsory one. It is an optional one. Okay, it is done at the discretion of the top management. Discretion of the top management. So decentralization, it is optional one. So whatever the organization wanted to implement decentralization in their organization, they can implement. Else they can use their centralization. Centralization means all the activities are centralized. So rules are centralized. So control systems are centralized. So everybody should obey for their higher official. That is centralization. But this decentralization, it is done at the discretion of the top level management. The next one, freedom of action. Actions are freedom. Where it will be freedom? In decentralization it will be freedom. Because in centralization they have to obey for their higher official. Must it is. So no freedom. The works will be allotted. Authority and responsibility will be given by the superior to subordinate. Then subordinate are accountable and responsible for the higher official at final stage. Isn't it? There you cannot see any freedom. But in decentralization, nobody is there to control you. So they already liberalized all the activities, they decentralized. But in delegation, under the topic delegation, freedom of action is more controlled by superior, hence less freedom to take own decision. Definitely we cannot take any own decision. So less freedom to take own decision. That too, in a critical situation, we can take decision. Because we are accountable for our higher official for whatever it is we are using the scalar chain format, which is our centralized activity in delegation. At the same time, in decentralization, less control over executives. Less control over executives means top levels are having only minimum control. Minimum control, hence greater freedom of action. So after received that work from the top level management, it is decentralization, not centralized activities. So for each and every activities, you no need to approach your higher officials. So you can take decision as your own, isn't it? So here freedoms are more. So with enjoyment, with freedom, they can do their work. And status wise delegation, it is a process followed to share task. So what status is this? What is the process of delegation? Delegation's process is dividing the work and delegating to their subordinates. So here it is the process followed to share task. Share task means as per their qualities, qualification, education, experiences, the tasks going to assigned by superior to subordinate, isn't it? So they are sharing the organizational task to the right person, right job to right person. They are sharing. And delegation, which is the decentralization wise, it is the result. It has narrow scope as it is limited to superior and his immediate subordinate. So immediate subordinate is responsible to their superior, so it has narrow scope. But in the way if you are taking decentralization, it has wide scope as it implies extension of delegation to the lowest level of management. So here wide scope because the works are divided and given to everyone, so they can take their decisions own. They can take their decisions own. So it is wider one. So they are not responsible for their immediate subordinate. They are not responsible for their immediate subordinate. So you cannot see any controlling system over here, centralized activities here. So finally that organization is expecting the result from them, isn't it? For that they are doing the work. So anyway, scope wise it is wider. And because they have delegated and it is decentralized, finally they are going to submit their report to the higher official. isn't it? Called top level management individually. individually. The next one, purpose, to lessen the burden of the manager. So manager's burden going to less after delegate the works, which is that the organization also biggest one individual cannot do. So after divide and delegate the work to the subordinates, the manager's work is minimized, because authority and perfect responsibilities are given by the top level management to middle level and middle level to low level, and right people are received the right job depends upon their quality, qualification, education, experiences. Then finally they will be accountable to their higher official. Anyway, managers jobs is less than earlier because it is minimized. The next one, decentralization wise, to increase the role of the subordinates in the organization by giving them more autonomy, because they can take own decision. Increase the role of the subordinates roles are increased, isn't it? Because entire organizational works going to done by all the subordinates and superior, but that there is no control, no centralized activity. So depends upon their own interest and IQ, talents, qualities, experiences, they can do their work, isn't it? So anyway, in this scenario, to increase the role of the subordinates in the organization by giving them more autonomy, because subordinates roles are increased day by day because of this decentralization. As soon as you complete one task, the next task going to give by the superior to subordinate. Anyway, here less control, so subordinate will be extracted more, and subordinate no need to answer for their immediate superior, so they can approach their higher level, which is called top level, directly, isn't it? So subordinate will be identified in a very easy way, because who is doing his job perfectly, and after identify, promotions will be given to that particular subordinate, and that particular subordinate's works will be increasing day by day because of this wider scope. I hope you understood this, the comparative view of delegation and decentralization, and you should study this all the chapter, which is that organizing especially very important. Planning, organizing is the second most important chapter in functions of management. So I shared you that application and knowledge based questions. Coming Tuesday at 4 you are having test, that is called slip test for business studies.